All right. Before we go any further into this one, we need to talk. I'm Ron, the Dad Panthers, another video for Critics Collective. Hit the subscribe button, like, follow, and comment for more. Now, sometimes as a dad, you download a game and you immediately go, hold on, what exactly did I walk into and why is she not wearing any clothes? Today we're talking about Blue Archive, and yes, we're going to address the obvious, no pun intended on the dress and no clothes part, but you'll get it once we get where we're going. We're going to talk about gameplay, mechanics, gacha rate, and whether or not this game is even worth your time, because as grown folks we can have grown conversations. Now, I just want to say Blue Archive originally launched in Japan in 2021 and globally about a year after or about that same time period. It's developed by a company called Nexon, which is a part of Nat Games. Technically, Nat Games is a part of Nexon. But anyways, it's almost 5 years old now. It recently launched on Steam for PC, which at the year mark number 2 with a certain female character. No, there's no guys in this. It's grown in popularity. There's also another game that was similar. That game was not successful from maybe another team, and so it's boosted the popularity of this one. Now, here's the part where we have to plainly say, you play as a teacher, an advisor figure, and most of these characters are students. They're presented at high school girls, and I know I've seen on the blogs where they're saying, well, this game's been out for so many years, they're legal now. All I'm saying is, it is what it is. And the game heavily leans into relationship building mechanics. You have a phone system to message them. You have a cafe where you increase the affection, not infection. There's no infections in this game, at least I haven't seen any. And then there's dialogue that constantly reminds you that they're students, and so what if they are? Now, as a dad, that immediately made me pause. And I don't mean like a hip hop pause. I mean like literally pause. If this is your cup of tea, respectfully enjoy what you enjoy and sip slow and enjoy every bite of it. Well, technically it's not a bite unless you talk about the character that actually will bite you. But anyways, there are some moments in this brief first impression where I'm like, yeah, I might just realize that this isn't the one for me, but I'm just being honest. Now, let's dial it back here. Gameplay wise, it's actually kind of interesting. I mean, it's like this tactical real-time strategy feel that reminded me kind of not of StarCraft or that Midnight Marvel game or even Gears of War tactical Division series. I wish you would have done something with JTF or whatever. It's not necessarily that, but it did kind of, made me think about some stuff. Now it has this chibi style during fights, if I'm saying it correctly. You have abilities that trigger these cool anime moments, and there's an energy that you have to kind of put together because each person kind of has their points, and what they pull out of that system kind of lets you know what the battle is going to be about. Now, with that being said, from a mechanical standpoint, I'm still new at this game, but I still like the possibility to see, is this going to be a deep game? Now, the gacha system, let's talk gambling for a second, because that's exactly what it is. Now, I'm not going to lie, the rates look better than any gacha game I've played as of late. It's looking like 3%. They even have a fest that happens once, if not 2 times a year. I think the next one comes this summer, as one just passed, where basically you get a double rate. You're getting 6%. They also do a lot of things where a 2 or 3 time boost on XP that lets you get into this game. Now, with that being said, the roster is huge, so that 3 or 6% gets diluted really fast. And if you don't know what banners matter, what characters are meta, or what goes with whatever boss, and what units carry the story progression, you're at the mercy of, I don't know, a blog or a YouTube video. Not this YouTube video. Now, the UI and flow. This game throws a lot at you, and most games throw a lot at you, but the menus, the icons, the events, the notification, no pun intended, it feels like everything is firing at once, and it's not necessarily a clean flow. Now, it made me actually appreciate solo leveling's interface, and especially that I am spoiled rotten with Clash of Clans and even Cookie Run Kingdom, how clean that structure is for a new player. Now, here's what Blue Archive kind of feels like. Here's 30 things. We're going to throw it at you. Figure it out. Okay? Figure it out. I don't care if you know what you're doing or you don't. Just figure it out. Now, I'm going to show you some stuff on this beautiful, B-roll that's rolling in the background. But the interesting part, a lot of people say that the story is amazing, that it's a very deep story. And I see the potential. I see it. The potential is there for the story. Is the story this? No. Some people will say, maybe just the story's this, or it could be this, or it could be this. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what the story is. It's the pacing. My goodness, I've been playing this game for less than a week. I'm serious, less than a week. Let me show you right now if I can find, where is it? Attendance. Let's see, I'm still trying to figure this out. This is it. This is as long as I've been playing this game, right? And it took me a minute. It took me a minute. It is long, not bad. It's just long. The pacing. Now, how I like to play games like this is I play it in the original language where it came from. I do subtitles and I read out the game. I enjoy it with solo leveling. It makes it feel like a movie. And that's just what it is. But the timing on the dialogue and the speech, it draws it out. Now, don't get me wrong. When there's times I don't have tunnel vision, I actually do see what they mean by these stories are deep, and there's so many events over the years where they put that into this game. But at the end of the day, like, man, it's just it doesn't flow. Again, I'm spoiled on maybe solo leveling and cookie run, and even the story in Clash of Clans where it flows with the gameplay and you're learning it in between the cutscenes and the gameplay. Now, my plan, okay, this is how I play games like this. I overthink it. I already have my list of what the metas are. I am only going to invest in maybe 2 teams worth of players. I'm going to fully invest in maybe one half of that team until I figure out how to play this game. Now, this is the cafe, right? The cafe she has no clothes on. She's walking around butt ass naked almost. Let's go ahead and talk to her. I don't know what that symbol means. It can't be good, or maybe it is. I don't know. Too many. I don't know. So you go around here and you get your energy. You can be in a guild or a group, and that's going to help you get XP. You can create furniture, and you got some really cool designs. Like, I know this looks boring, like a boring setup. Let me show you. Let's see. Let's go find someone else's. We're just gonna continue here, but let's find someone else's so you can see like the level of detail. Again, like Cookie Run Kingdom and Clash of Clans, just off the top of my head. If you know any other games, go ahead. Farmville is another one back in the day. We're setting up what you have is nice. It shows people that you're passionate about it. It shows people how long you've been in there, and it shows a level of creativity. So this is someone who's taken that boring ass room that I had, right? And they fixed this up and made it like a little tea party. You know what I'm saying? A little scrumptious. Now, I've seen some that looked like a video game arcade from the 80s. So I'm just saying, like, people are out here doing it. Now, you do also have in here what looks like a school or college. Again, you're the sensei, you're the academic leader or something like that, and you'll do things like pay for stuff and have bills and be an adult, and then the students are going to say, wow, you're a real adult. And I'm like, are you reminding me that I'm a grown-ass man? All right, cool, I guess. But you have these classes and you go to locations, and when you get to this location, or locations in general, as you unlock stuff, you're noticing that in the room there are certain people, like that's a room I haven't unlocked, but there's no love interest just yet there. But well, actually you get the one, because you can tell that some are love interests and some aren't. But you're having these classes with the intentions of like leveling up the love interest. You also have this really cool phone. Like there's one right here where we're just trying to level up this one, but you also have a phone where you're able to go through and continue the story. And they know what they're doing when they did the logo with the little upside down peach flower thing. So I can go in here and I can say, hey, I'm bored. Okay, what are you doing? What am I doing? I'm working. I'm doing a video right now. Oh yeah. Okay, I guess I shouldn't. No, you really shouldn't. I am going to work hard. But then here's the thing. it just goes into relationship story. Now you want this diamond, damn it. You want this currency. So you're going to go in here and you're going to start this relationship because that's what this game is. It's not the main focal point, but it's a part of this game. All right. So at the end of the day, I did change the language so you can, be able to see this for the video, but it doesn't matter what I pick. They've given me choices where they're responsible adult choices, and I've made those, and it still sent me somewhere else. I'm just saying. There was one character that has black wings, right? And the character, I was asking because I knew what they were doing, but they only gave you so many choices. Sometimes like this, they don't give you a choice. I wanted to feel her wings. And she was like, you want to feel them right here, right now, in front of all these people? And I'm like, I know exactly what you're doing. I'm talking about the wings. And she was like, you can feel them and you can bite them or something. I don't know. And then she was confused. Or once she realized that I actually felt the wings, not her assets, she took off and ran because she was embarrassed. And that's just what it is. That's but anyways, mechanically, it looks good. It looks clean. The gacha rates, like I said before, is probably better than most. The tone and the relationship focus, it's a little different. It's not necessarily aligned with the Dad Panther's energy. It's not, but I'm still gonna play. I was playing this one game. I think it was called like Nikki Victory Goddess or something like that. That was wild. It had a really cool animation, not that animation, not a jiggly thing, but it had an animation that was really cool, like you're shooting versus like this RTS style. But the issue with that one was if you thought I had an issue, I'm not saying I have an issue, but if you thought I had some type of thing to talk about of seeing characters, again, she's got clothes on. The other game that I'm talking about, I might do a review on it if this gets 3 likes. That video game, that was just can I say ass cheeks on YouTube? That was just cheeks clapping in the wind as I was shooting, and I was like, I can't play this in front of my little girl because she's sometimes in here in the office when I'm playing games, and I'm like, I just can't do that. So like I said, with that being said, hit the subscribe button, like, follow. For more. We love to have you join the collective family. I'm gonna come back on this game, no pun intended. I just realized what that sounded like. I'm gonna draw from this game, and we're gonna do some pulls, and we're gonna see if my gacha is good, and kind of how that plays out. Oh man, until next time, lick a loud. See, why would I tickle? I know that she's a kid. I'm a grown ass man. It's not a choice that I want, but and then I'm hoping the word problem solver 68 isn't a play on words. I feel like I'm hoping it's not. I don't know. But the community has been pretty cool. Like I've asked people on Discord and stuff, like builds and certain places I can go for resources. Like, look, that was an adult thing to do. I don't know, whatever, man. I don't know. See, sometimes it gets me. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. I don't know.